Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now the rookie's free.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
They go play action with Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Raiders at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson.
And this complete to Mitchell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw there taken in by Dorsett.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jenkins. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Richardson.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You look at this Browns defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Richardson looking to throw this. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Richardson off the play fake.
On the move to his left.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Oh, wide open, complete.
Through the middle of the field.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cedric Tillman.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are on the board first here in Vegas.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Open man is the first-round pick, Brock Bowers.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Neal. He'll take this to the 46.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, they'll run it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
There, Richardson back to throw it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll run on first down. It's Jenkins.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Tua going to change the play. On 2nd down, Tua. Throw left side. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On the ground, this is Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Here's Johnson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Colin Johnson. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Tua. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down, here's Richardson. Throw left side, complete. That's Mitchell. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Johnson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cedric Tillman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To his throw, complete there to Johnson.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. The 2 is going to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle they go. Jenkins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Tua sets up to pass it. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The throw complete to Dorsett. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a third down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now it's Richardson.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Flushed out right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Being chased out left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Richardson looking to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brock Bowers
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders are back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jenkins.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Tua going to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On the delay, here's Neal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Richardson to the air on first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Neal. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Richardson escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This is Neal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle they go. Jenkins.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
On play action, here's Tua. And the Raiders have got him.
Jalen Phillips in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Quick slant completes into Njoku.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. A good pickup there, a 22.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jenkins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Tua. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cedric Tillman.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. 2nd down and 8.
Back to throw. Richardson rolling to his right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
The time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson working from the gun. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A big play looming on 3rd down. Back to the air with Richardson.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right.
That's caught by Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus.